Dani Alves is the greatest right back ever. At the age of 34 to still be dominating matches the way he is, damn near unheard of. Only Cafu, Javier Zanetti, Philippe Lahm, and I guess the Lilian Thuram if you want to drop him as a right back, can match Alves for consistency and longevity at the top. But when it comes to quality, forget it. Only Cafu can rival him all the way, but for me, what separates the two is Alves has a genuine goal scoring threat from open play and set pieces, whilst Cafu's extraordinary talents, including being an absolute jet on the overlap, a true baller when it came to skills, and the perfect link-up man, his limitations in regards to getting the ball into the back of the net counts against him in this argument. That volley. The level of technique and concentration that took, especially as he had to lean into it and hit it from outside the box with 6 players, including the goalkeeper in his way. Yet Alves managed to get into the net when an obstacle course was in front of him. A lesser player would have stopped to control it before shooting, a less creative player would have stopped to cross it, not Alves. He makes the difficult easy. That was his 3rd Champions League goal this season. The only fullback in the history of the competition to score more goals in a single season is Roberto Carlos with 4. Alves has also got 3 assists in the semi-finals of the Champions League versus Monaco between the 2 legs. 2 of them are standard crosses for Higuain and Mandzukic, but the assist for the opener in the first leg, freaking telepathic, dude. Overlapping to get on the end of the baller's flick, the 1-2 with Higuain, Alves then dribbles into the area, then has the spatial awareness to produce the cheekiest of back heels. You won't be surprised to know that Alves has created the most chances in the Champions League this season, bar none. Of course, Alves did all of that throughout his time at Barcelona. People love to talk about the MSN, Xavi and Iniesta, Puyol and Piqué. For me, the Messi-Alves partnership was the second most important after Xavi and Iniesta. Completely different players, but both knew each other's game at the back of their hands. It's Alves, not Suarez, or Neymar, or Xavi, or Iniesta, or Ronaldinho, who provided Messi with the most assists in his career. And it's telling how Barcelona were able to carry on and adapt without Ronaldinho and Xavi, whilst being successful without Suarez and Neymar beforehand. But when Alves leaves, they struggle. Now, let's not get carried away. That's not to say that it's all down to Alves leaving, but he adapted best from Guardiola's tiki-taka to Enrique's more direct style. He never stops running and provides so much energy. You can truly see the void whenever Sergio Roberto is given a run around, or when Barcelona cannot connect their attacks properly. Alves is one of 3 players in La Liga history to gain 100 or more assists. But despite this, there are critics out there who downplay his defensive side of the game. Oh, Barca never lose the ball. Oh, Juventus are strong anyways defensively. Nonsense. Alves is one of a very few to repeatedly stand tall against Cristiano Ronaldo at his prime. But for me, where you truly recognise Alves' ability and greatness was what he did at Sevilla between 2003 when he joined and 2008 when he left. It was a young and vibrant team featuring incredible talents who left early like Sergio Ramos, Antonio Reyes, Julian Baptista and of course the late Antonio Puerta, eventually leaving a cast of good but not quite world-class players like Freddy Canute, Luis Fabiano, Sedu Keita and many others. Dani Alves was the only one who blossomed into a world-class player at Sevilla. When they won the UEFA Cup in 2006, it was Alves who attracted attention from Liverpool, who, long story short, were kind of poor at this point under the ownership of David Moyes and Rick Parry, thus could not afford his 8 million value. 1 year later, when Sevilla peaked with Alves as their leader, they won 3 trophies in 1 year in 2007. It should have been 4, but they lost La Liga on the last day to Real Madrid when they really should have won it. In their defense, it was a small squad. Anyways, the point is, Alves' value went up from 8 million to 34, as Chelsea desperately tried and failed to sign him. 1 year later, from that in 2008, Barcelona did for 30 million. A quote which I really wish I could find summed up Alves when he was at Sevilla, and is essentially that he's 3 players in one. He has the stamina of a box-to-box midfielder, the intelligence and passing ability of a playmaker, and the skill of a winger, all wrapped into one right back. Whilst he may have had to curb that somewhat at Barcelona, he still managed to adapt his game to keep his title as the best right back in the game. The fact he's still doing it for Juventus in 2017 means he's been the best for roughly 12 years, which is even more incredible when you consider that Alves was actually injured for about 3 months earlier this season. 3 months as a 34-year-old, and he's still coming back to do what he's doing today. Amazing. Forget the best right back ever, Roberto Carlos, Paolo Maldini. Alves just might be the best fullback ever. Ladies and gents, is there a better fullback than Alves in the history of the game? As always, let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, share and subscribe, and click the bell for notification of future videos the moment they drop. Till next time, see you later.